As the great mathematician and philosopher Alfred North Whitehead once said, civilization advances by extending the number of important operations which we can perform without thinking about them. This quote perfectly encapsulates the often underappreciated power of a good education, especially in subjects such as algebra. Today, I want to talk about someone who has helped me unlock that power, someone who has made algebra not just understandable, but actually, dare I say, enjoyable. That person is my ninth grade algebra teacher, Ms. Anderson. Algebra at its core is the language of patterns and relationships. It's the foundation for so many fields, from engineering and computer science to economics and even art. While the roots of algebra can be traced back to ancient history, its modern form really took shape in the Middle Ages. It's been evolving ever since, becoming an increasingly vital tool for understanding the world around us. Now, you might be thinking, why should I care about algebra? Well, whether you realize it or not, we use algebra every day, from calculating the best deal at the grocery store to understanding the probabilities in a game. Algebra provides a framework for problem solving that benefits everyone. Based on my experience in Ms. Anderson's class and the lasting impact she has had on my approach to learning and problem solving, I can confidently say that she was one of the most influential teachers I have ever had. Her dedication went far beyond simply teaching equations. She instilled in me a confidence and a love for learning that continues to shape my life. Today, I want to share with you how Ms. Anderson impacted me in 3 key ways. First, by making algebra accessible and engaging. Second, by fostering a supportive and encouraging learning environment. And third, by inspiring a lifelong love for learning and problem solving. Ms. Anderson had a remarkable ability to make algebra accessible and engaging, transforming what many students saw as a daunting subject into something understandable and even fun. For example, I remember struggling with the word problems, which seemed like a jumble of confusing information, but Ms. Anderson had a knack for breaking them down into manageable steps using real world scenarios that made the concepts relatable. She wouldn't just present the formulas, she would example the why behind them, connecting them to everyday situations and calculating travel time or figuring out the area of the room. This made the abstract concepts feel concrete and relevant. Furthermore, she incorporated interactive activities into her lessons. We weren't just passively listening, we were actively participating, solving problems together, and even competing in friendly math challenges. This made learning feel less like a chore and more like a collaborative puzzle. Ms. Anderson's class profoundly impacted my educational journey by transforming algebra into the engaging and accessible subject. She achieved this through 3 key points: making algebra understandable and enjoyable with relatable examples and interactive activities, and fostering a supportive and encouraging learning environment, and inspiring a lifelong love for learning and problem solving.